Hi guys, this is Mayo and you're watching Mayo's Closet. And if you're new to this channel, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to share. And for today's video, we will going to talk about 5 people with amazing features that you never knew existed until today. From a guy who inspired the movie Beauty and the Beast, to a girl that walks on 4, and to a little man who lives like a prince. So what are you waiting for? Open my closet for a new adventure. And number 5, Petros Gonçalves. Petros Gonçalves, referred to by Ulysse Aldrovandi as the Man of the Woods, became famous during his lifetime because of his condition hypertrichosis. Gonçalves first came to the court of Henry II, King of France, in 1547 and was sent from there to the court of Margaret of Parma, regent of the Netherlands. He married while there, and later he was moved into the court of Alexander Farnese, Duke of Parma. 4 of his 7 children were also afflicted with hypertrichosis universalis. His family became an object of medical inquiry by Ulysse Aldrovandi, among others. Despite living and acting as a nobleman, Gonçalves and his hairy children were not considered fully human in the eyes of their contemporaries. Gonçalves eventually settled in Halle with his wife. The last known record of him is from 1617, when he was listed among those who had attended his grandson's christening. It is believed that marriage between Petros Gonçalves and Lady Catherine may have partially inspired the fairy tale Beauty and the Beast. At number 4, Christian Heinrich Heineken. Also known as the infant scholar of Lübeck, he was born in Lübeck, Germany, the son of Paul Heineken, a painter and architect, and Katharina Elisabeth Heineken, an artist and alchemist. It is said that when he was 10 months old, he could speak German. He read the Pentateuch at age 1, and between the ages of 2 and 3, he read the Old and New Testament in Latin. When he was 3 years old, he was said to have recited his own history of Denmark when visiting the King of Denmark. Also, at 3, he testified in court to the murder of his friend, another boy named Reed. He died at age 4 of celiac disease. He was breastfed until close to his death, which was very likely caused by the ingestion of grain products. At number 3, Ella Harper. Also known professionally as the Camel Girl, she was born with a very rare orthopedic condition that caused her knees to bend backwards, called congenital geno recurvatum. Her preference to walk on all 4 resulted in her nickname Camel Girl. When she was 12, she joined the Harris Nickel Plate Circus, and Ella made $200 a week, which is almost $5,000 now. At the age of 16, Ella decided to leave the show and go to school. She got married at the age of 35 and quickly became pregnant. Unfortunately, the baby died before the age of 1 for unknown reason. When Ella was 48, she and her husband adopted a newborn girl, but also died when she was just 3 months old. 3 years after that, Ella died of colon cancer and was buried in Spring Hill Cemetery next to her children. At number 2, Francisco Frank Lentini. He was a Sicilian-American sideshow performer who traveled with numerous circuses. Born with a parasitic twin, Lentini had 3 legs. Lentini was born at number 9 Gentoli Street, Rossellini, Sicily on May 18, 1889 and died at 77. Delivered by midwife Maria Albereno, he was the 5th of 12 children in his family. Disgraced initially, his parents gave him into the care of the wife of his uncle Corredo Falco. At 4 months old, he was sent to be examined by a specialist in Naples. By age 5, he was playing with the other children and was able to straighten his third leg but not walk. He became known for having 3 legs, 4 feet, and 2 sets of genitals. He was exhibited in numerous cities including London in 1897. When he was 8, Magnano, who ran a traveling puppet show, brought him to Middletown, and Lentini's family moved to the United States. Lentini then entered the sideshow business as the Great Lentini, joining the Regling Brothers Circus. He gained U.S. citizenship at the age of 30. His career spanned over 40 years, and he worked with every major circus and sideshow including Barnum and Bailey and Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. Lentini was so respected among peers that he was often called the King. In his youth, Lentini used his third leg to kick a soccer football across the stage, hence his show name, The Three-Legged Football Player. Lentini died of lung failure in Jackson, Tennessee on September 21, 1966 at the age of 77. Number 1. General Tom Thumb. Charles Sherwood Stratton, better known by his stage name, General Tom Thumb, was an American dwarf who achieved great fame as a performer under circus pioneer P.T. Barnum. Born in Bridgeport to parents who were of medium height, Charles was a relatively large baby weighing 9 pounds 8 ounces or 4.3 kilograms at birth. He developed and grew normally for the first 6 months of his life, at which point he was 25 inches or 64 centimeters tall and weighed 15 pounds or 6.8 kilograms. Then he suddenly stopped growing. His parents became concerned when, after his first birthday, they noticed he had not grown at all in the previous 6 months. They showed him to their doctor, who said there was little chance Charles would ever reach normal height. His marriage in 1863 to Lavinia Warren, also a little person, became front page at Grace Episcopal Church, and the wedding reception was held at New York City Metropolitan Hotel. The couple stood atop a grand piano at the reception to greet some 10,000 guests. The best man of the wedding was George Washington Morrison, not another dwarf performer in Barnum's employ. The maid of honor was Minnie Warren, Lavinia's sister. Following the wedding, the couple was received by President Lincoln at the White House. Stratton and his wife toured in Europe as well as British India, in particular the area that will become Bangladesh. On January 10, 1883, Stratton was staying at John F. Antidale's Newhall House in Milwaukee when a fire broke out, which Milwaukee historian John Gorda would call one of the worst hotel fires in American history. More than 71 people died, but Tom and Lavinia were saved by their manager Sylvester Blicker. 6 months after surviving the Newhall House fire, Stratton died unexpectedly of a stroke. He was 45 years old. Over 20,000 people attended the funeral. P.T. Barnum purchased a life-size statue of Tom Thumb and placed it as a gravestone at Mountain Grove Cemetery in Bridgeport, Connecticut. When Lavinia died, more than 35 years later, she was interred next to him with a simple gravestone that read his wife. And that's wrap up the video. Hope you like it. Thank you for watching. Bye.